So I'm here with Samuel Roth, who is an assistant professor in the math department at Silesian University.
It saw me.
That is freaky. We've got this free library for kids, and it's got Walt Disney's Merry Christmas, but it's not going to be a very Merry Christmas with this book.
Let's see. Yep, I think it's out here. We have this beautiful, nice wine shop, and we have this. Like, oh my God. Yeah, that's no comment on that.
I'm ashamed of my comment.
Now, moving on to other things. So we have this crazy anteater. What's the story behind this? What's the deal?
Like I said, Opava's the city of 100 random statues.
Yeah.
This is a random anteater whose nose looks almost like a cannon. If you think about it, it looks like it's got a bore, and you should not stand in front of it.
So does it eat the ants, or does it shoot them out as ammunition?
I don't know. You used to be able to climb up in the belly, and then they put a fence there because homeless people were using it as a place to sleep.
I can imagine sleeping inside an anteater with like a cannon as a nose. So let's see what this thing looks like. And well, we have a very beautiful building here. What's that?
Another church. That one's been decommissioned. There aren't as many Catholics here as there used to be, so they've just got one or two churches still active, and the rest have become historical places or libraries or concert halls.
Yeah, because I get the impression that this country isn't that religious.
No.
Oh.
No, Opava is... Czech Republic is probably the most atheist country in Europe.
But
people don't care.
My God, look at this. Like, wow. So, I mean, you can kind of guess that it's an anteater, but I can kind of wonder why the statue doesn't even fall over and, like, you know, you can sit on it. Like, do you think it would support my weight or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And like I love some of these just like strange statues. It's just like the mosquito slide in Kiel, Germany, or the, you know, here are the creepy birds we found, and like you have an anteater right in front of this like old beautiful church. Like why is that?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, look at these nice not communist buildings.
Yeah, this is our lower square, Dolny Náměstí.
And we got then just got this anteater here. So
this hole in the building that we're coming up to and we're going to go through is just called Myší díra, like the mouse hole. And it's the way to get through the wall of buildings to the other side.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't walked this far yet, so we're going to go to the lake. And you know, it's kind of cold today. It's about Celsius, like maybe 0 or 1 degrees, something like that.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit, you know, like 32, 33, something like that. And you know, maybe Sam is going to possibly jump in the lake. You know, I'm not going to do it.
We'll see. No promise.
Yeah, no promise.
The better would be to find the locals doing it.
Yeah, that would be great too. Like, so what do we got back here? Do we got any of the? We got a kebab.
Coffee to go. Another Chinese store is up on the right here that has probably the best chance of being open today.
Okay, we definitely need to go in the Chinese store if we get a chance. Yeah, this is noticeably changed from the old town in terms of, you know, the quality of the buildings and architecture.
Yeah, we are now moving to the outside of the old city walls.
So how long of a walk is it to the lake?
Half an hour.
Okay.
And we're going to go through the communist expansion part of Opava.
Oh, we get some good communist buildings.
Well, that looks pretty closed.
Is this the Chinese store or where?
I thought it was here.
Because I see
it was right here, this orange building, but it looks really closed.
Well, it has some exclamation marks on it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
What are those exclamation marks for?
I don't know.
There's on that building too, and then there's some sort of like worm and a Biedronka and
looks like almost like a preschool or something. Like that's what I would put on the windows of my preschool.
Yeah. Would you send your kid to this preschool?
Oh my God, no.
Like, what, what lessons are you going to learn at this preschool? I don't
How to
even know.
avoid tetanus.
Oh, man.
I read a quote the other day by an older mathematician that said that all of his favorite talks, when he goes to a conference and he hears someone get up who's old, and he says, you know, this is the culmination of what I've been working on for the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. And this old guy was giving an interview about how he's not ready to get forced out of math, forced retirement, mm-hmm. which can be a problem in Europe.
Yeah.
And he said, don't make me quit now. I'm like 5 years away from my 20-year result, and I know it. I know I'm close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are at the Opava Bridge. We're leaving the old town. We have a zebra stripe building over there.
Yeah, we're going to cross the Opava River, and in front of us is Communist Housing District. This is the neighborhood called Kateshinki.
Is this where everyone wears like the Adidas tracksuits and like fights over soccer games?
I don't know what you're referring to, Bill.
Oh, maybe you don't have that in Czech Republic. You have like gopnik culture in like Russia, or like the dress in Poland.
Like,
you know the subculture?
No, I know Polish are really crazy about soccer games.
Yeah.
So my wife and I, when we first got married, we lived in university housing down along this river. And like we could go out and go running, but this was the neighborhood we would run through. Mm-hmm. It wasn't super pleasant for me. Like this part's nice.
Yeah.
Nice restaurant, sitting area, kids play. But also on the other side of the river, you've got a lot of burnt out factories that are just out of business.
Are there any
windows.
abandoned buildings to explore? Or?
There are abandoned buildings, and I've never explored them, and I don't have the urge to do that.
We could do that. I'm down for it.
I'm not.
Oh, too bad.
I'd rather not get arrested.
Were they arrest you for that or not here? Or
I
is it
don't
like
know.
allowed? Maybe it's encouraged.
I'm pretty sure it's not encouraged. This is the site of one of my first dates. Just came here for pizza. I had no idea how big is like a 45 centimeter pizza.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
So I ordered that and like a side of vegetables, like just to make sure I wouldn't be hungry. And my wife was like, my girlfriend at the time was like, really?
Yeah. How much weight did you gain in that one day?
I never really had a problem with gaining weight.
Yeah.
People will be jealous, but it didn't really matter how much I ate. As long as I kept going running, I didn't put anything on.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yes, this is a nice park.
Yeah.
And it gets nicer the further we go. We're going to go into the city park. It's kind of like this sprawling orchard of park with miniature playgrounds and a skate park scattered around.
And I'm going to use some algebraic variety that I cook up. And if this variety has points in some particular region I can use, then this crazy type of normal number exists. So it is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. It's freezing, but it's still raining. And some locals, it's a thing to jump in the freezing lake. And our Samuel Roth, our local mathematician, our American mathematician, is gonna show us how it's done. I think they're getting pretty intense about it. Can't even imagine what this feels like. Yeah, it's freezing cold, right?
Like little needles.
Like little needles, yeah, I believe it. If only there was snow here to really emphasize what it's actually like. It's just freezing cold. Surviving? You're around the 1 minute mark, roughly. A little more than that.
That's enough for me.
I can imagine. What's the longest you've been in?
I don't know, 5 minutes maybe?
Oh my god.
Easier just to prove it for all analytics, but because that's kind of what we're doing in this proof. Because like proof of that proof of with the Y's is just kind of working directly for analytic, right? It's kind of it's something that's kind of easier just to kind of do it directly from the definition of analytic than it is to kind of think through the different levels of the Burrell hierarchy.
So we found this dangerous thing on this Czech playground, and Sam's going to be climbing to the top. I just also did it, but we weren't recording, and I thought we were. So you can imagine the lawsuits that could come with something like this if it were in another place. But they like to have fun in the Czech Republic, so.
It's a good reason to raise kids here.
Yeah, I think this is good. I mean, it builds character, you know.
You can have fun, you learn that what you do has consequences, and you have to think twice before you try something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Hopefully you don't fall, but even if you do, I don't think it's the end.
Probably not. Like maybe you get caught on one of these things, and you know it's.
Nice soft wood chips at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. At least it's not concrete or something at the bottom.
Oh, I could imagine that in a communist country.
Yeah, probably to like toughen them up or something. Well, in these nice post-communist countries, we have soft wood chips at the bottom, not concrete. They're almost at the top.
I think that does it for me.
You gonna take the slide down?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the slide.
Yeah, I cleared off the water already for you, so it won't be quite as bad.
Much appreciated.
Now my butt's wet, so.
I think I reached my limit for heights.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous up here.
Okay, fair enough.
Kids have no fear of heights somehow. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, I remember when I was a little kid, I kept climbing up to this slide. It was kind of high up, and then I just jumped down.
Yeah.
And I kept repeating this literally until I broke my toe and couldn't walk. Like, I don't know why, but I just kept doing it. I was compelled to.
That's like my nephew was throwing his stuffed Tigger off the dresser in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tried jumping off.
Yeah.
And then he was crying. His mom found him. He was like, Tigger liked it, but I didn't.
Yeah. I love the reasoning on that. You have to be very calculated in each one of your steps because, there's like sudden doom, if you fall. Or at least it feels that way.
It does feel that way.
Yeah. I like it. I really like it.
They made it pretty hard to get to the slide, actually.
Yeah, well, I think you need to actually kind of crawl. Like you're not going to be able to just walk on that.
I think you're right.
That's what I did on it, so.
It's like you have to earn your slide.
You do. And then there's like water on it and you get your butt wet.
Well, you dried it off, but it's still kind of wet.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got layers on.
Oh, yeah. Time for zip line.
All right.
So here's the.
Let's go. We'll do some like action I love these things. Let's go, Bill. Zip line. 1, 2. Woo! Woo! And not quite at the top. Not bad. Here come the real kids that want to play.
Are there real kids playing?
Seems like it.
Oh, well, we won't steal their playground from them. So.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Dobry den.
Or if you're at the fixed point, you stay there forever.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have a string of 3s of some finite length followed by a 2, and then you lose control.
Okay, we're way out of town. We're finding Jupiter. So remember earlier we found the Sun and Mercury, and we had to walk, I don't even know, like more than a half hour, 45 minutes or something.
Yeah,
just
about
to give
a half-hour walk.
Yeah, just to give a scale of like how far spread apart the solar system is. Like they're actually doing it to scale, which I think is pretty awesome. And there's like this. Oh, there's Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, there's like a skate park over there. I guess it's like Punk Jupiter or something like that. I don't know.
Well, they tried to pick like popular locations that people would want to visit. So here we've got the skate park, the city park, the playgrounds for the kids, the lake. the
Yeah.
gym where the basketball games are. We have a really great basketball team in Opava.
Yeah. And there's a water park
Yeah.
over here. So, you know, as much as I'd love to go down the water slide now, it's a little too cold for me. Maybe not for you, Sam, but for me it is.
It's closed. So there's our Jupiter. And Uranus we won't make it to today, but that's on top of one of the World War bunkers.
You know, that
World
name
War
is
II
still
bunkers.
funny to me, even like
Oh,
in my
yeah.
30s. Uranus is still hilarious. So that's in the World War II bunker.
Yeah.
And this was made when Pluto was still considered a planet.
Yeah. So Pluto is out by the Arboretum.
And then, yeah, the math department has like the Mars, you said,
Mars, yeah.
right? Yeah, that's all pretty close together. And there's no asteroid belt?
We have 2 asteroids. We have the asteroids Opava and Silesia,
Oh, nice.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And those are in front of the ugly church,
Okay, yeah, the one you don't like.
St. Hedvig.
So I hope everyone liked that kind of change of pace going to this old material from January. So I still have a few more videos locally around Poland that I want to post, and 3 more exactly right now. But I could tell, I was watching some of my old material, and I could tell that compared to that, you know, I've really gotten a lot more serious. You know, I think this whole recent situation has been affecting me a lot. So I wanted to post something from, you know, the more optimistic time of January. I know it doesn't seem like it's that long ago, but it seems kind of like a world away. So what I think I'm going to be doing is I'm going to probably post, you know, after this video, I'm going to go back, I'll post a video in Vilda. And then there's this really interesting thing that happened in this village outside of Poznan that I went to. And then one more of just the malls in Poznan, I think. But after that, you know, I would rather just continue on with this storyline from Czech Republic and then go to videos I have from Ukraine and then Netherlands before the whole situation happened. The other problem too is that apparently YouTube has been kind of, in a sense, blocking videos that mention the stuff that I've been talking about. So, you know, to prevent certain crazy things from being said, basically, which of course I'm not discussing, but so there's been some issues, I think, also in just even kind of getting the videos out, which gives me a little bit less incentive to make these types of videos. And also, I think generally it's less of kind of the main topic now to see, you know, what's going on. People are kind of tired of this and they want to actually just, you know, get out and start enjoying their lives again. So, so I'm going to be posting, like I said, you know, some more of those videos pretty soon. I'm just going to get through my backlog of videos around Poland. And I think, you know, depending when I can travel, you know, I would still like to travel and take videos in other countries. But I still might do some travel in Poland. So if anyone has any suggestions of interesting things to see, you know, I'm sure going to different cities, I'll probably do some of that, or maybe even some villages or some other crazy stuff could be great. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see everyone in the next video.